Hello and welcome to FamilyCraft. This is FamilyCraft Dad, and that right there is DigitalSketch.
Hello.
He's got his hello emote running. I still haven't done that. We did an upgrade, and I lost all my key bindings, so I can't just say hello. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Hello. But we are here. What is this place? This place is Sketchy Farms. If you look up there on that nice sign that Lord Rip made for Sketch. And this place has grown significantly since the first week tours. First week tours, we had Rip's place was pretty crazy. Jam's place was pretty good, and Whisper's place. But this place is something else, isn't it?
This is the mecca for anything you need, which is the original idea once I found out I could make spawners.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Sketch found out about spawners and said, I want a piece of that. So he set out to make enough power, which was just a tier 1 solar panel, which he attached to a spawner, and then he made this. I think it's this one was your first one, right?
The iron farm was the first one. Yep. I tried to do golems, but we couldn't do that. But then we found out the silverfish will drop it, so we get to kill silverfish and have fun with it.
Yep. Watch this happen. Here it goes.
The idea was whisper fires by doing the water and moving them into the cactus because the magma blocks wouldn't kill them, and so that was a good idea from her.
Of course, we're going to lose some iron from that, but you know that's acceptable. That's an acceptable amount. Oh, and I'll throw a little thing in here. We will get to the fact that there's a wither around. We'll explain that in a minute. Why withers are spawning and dying and then spawning. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening around here. So we'll get to that in a minute. But then we have, this was your second farm, right? This was your cow farm?
Yep, so we can have all the food we want.
And you had that on for maybe like 2 hours, and you're like, nope, got to turn it off. We have enough.
Yeah, it goes crazy.
It gets us all the food. So we have tons and tons of food. Let's look at your storage, talking about that. Now, he's got his basic, hey, Meerkats, that is Eddie's life's brother, actually. It's kind of fun to have him on. But he has, this thing, which I have as well. But for his massive storage, he's got these, which are like super chests, basically. And here's the food one. So that's how much food we have, 1.7K steaks.
Yeah, and it would be more, but we're actually running them into another part that they'll see. So
Yep. We would have a whole lot more. Because we've been running it nonstop to keep things running. But yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, and then also we have our smeltery here. This is a very basic smelter, but what's cool about it is Botania, we learned that we can use these hourglasses, which are very handy indeed. There you go. Sketch got that running. Let's see what we can smelt. Oh, we don't have anything to smelt at the moment. But what will happen is that it'll basically make those ingots really, really quickly. And then it gets sucked into that hopper under there and into this chest. So it just like goes really, really fast. I have this on mine now as well. And there goes the torch. There we go. We got some gold ore coming in. So we'll see this thing in action. Here we go. And off it goes. Funk. And it just keeps on going.
Which is what I do. Like, I'll come over here, I'll find some ore, I'll pop it in there, and, just let it run.
Now, where does it output? Does it output into your system?
Yeah, everything goes into the system.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good job. Yeah, I still got to do that on my base. All right, so here we are. We are at the Wither beheading chamber. That sounds terrible. That's awful.
It really
does. But that's what's happening here. We have a mechanical user. That's what that is right there. Actually, I should put on my armor here so you guys can see. But yeah, that's a mechanical user right there. And it's got a beheading 10 sword in it, right?
Not 10 yet. Like, they're still leveling up by themselves. So it's got beheading 2 on all of them at the moment.
Yeah, I noticed you have a ton of swords in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that way it randomly picks one. And that way it levels them up. And then if, one breaks, it's got other ones to pick from. So.
Gotcha.
Yep. That leaves it running a little longer.
So, of course, it's nighttime right now. So we're not seeing many drops because it's solar powered. So if we were to sleep, we would see a lot more of that going on. And it looks like Meerkats is about to do that. So I'm going to go sleep, and then we're going to see how those drops are. All right, so it's daytime, so we should see some coming out here in a second. Here it comes.
Yeah, let me see what the...
There it goes. Woo! Blonk. And then it starts killing them. And thankfully, I mean, if it was like the normal beheading mechanics, it would take forever to get a witherhead. But all 4 of those, we got a witherhead from, pretty much. I mean, that's where we're going to be soon once these all level up. But that doesn't matter. We still have enough witherheads to do what we're doing. As you could hear in the background, stuff that's going on. There's dying withers going on. But anyways, over here we have our Enderman farm, which had a bit of a challenge, didn't it, Sketch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we figured it out, and it's pretty slick. Let me go get the sword, and we can show how this works.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's going to go get the sword, show you guys what's going to happen. But that there flower is how we were able to get this to work. And thankfully, as you guys saw in my videos earlier, I got into Botania. And that's what made a lot of the rest of this farm work really well. That's when I stepped in. Sketch was all on his own up to this point.
Yep. Yeah.
So right now he's using his Enderman killing sword that gives him special Enderman stuff. But what's cool is if they go to teleport, they're going to teleport right here to this here flower every time. So that way they don't teleport around, because that's what the problem was, right, Sketch? Like every now and again, they would just kind of get out and start roaming around and teleporting around his base, which that wasn't on, was it?
Yeah, because I was using the Ender Sword, but that's supposed to stop them from teleporting when you hit them, but they would still teleport before then.
Right.
Well, yeah, Daddy-O fixed that.
Now this guy right here, this is an experience solidifier. And what that does is it'll soak up all the experience that you get from killing that guy, and it turns it into little experience orbs or compressed experience or something like that. I forget what it's called, but solidified experience. And we'll that's also in those chests over there. So we'll have to check that out in a minute. But well, we just did the wither, so let's talk about the noises you've been hearing. Look at this poor little guy die. He's dying on his own. Isn't that amazing? Now watch what happens. He's going to die. The Nether star comes out. It goes around here and goes into that there vacuum. You might be asking what the water is about. Well, we'll explain that a little bit more in detail in a second. But that vacuum cannot reach out this far. It can be set to reach out that far, but then it'll ruin things. But then I had to come up with a way to make the water go away. That took a little bit of work too. We place these guys in, and biff, there goes the wither. So, let's look at the brains behind this operation. Let's go on down here. Now, this is complete disclaimer. We did not take the time to make this look good. So, this is pure industrial down here, making things work.
It's all functionality over prettiness.
So, these guys right here are what's killing the wither. And they're Botania flowers that basically any mob other than players that are around, they'll kill, which is quite cool. And those are powered by this here mana pool, which is filled up by this over here. Now, this is the power source for all of our Botania things. Basically, right up here, we have these things full of meat. And watch, it's going to drop in a second. I promise it'll happen.
Yeah, they're slow in between, but we don't need them to drop really fast. So.
Here we go. We're going to wait for it. It's going to come out, I think, this time around. There it goes. So that plant right there eats it up. And then these guys soak up that power and then put it right in these here mana pools. And that's what's powering killing the wither automatically. And also is what powers right above here is where the Enderman farm is, and that flower right up there takes its power from this here mana pool, which is perfect.
And this is why we don't have a ton of meat, because the meat gets stored into these first, and then when those are full, it sends it over to the other system.
Right, and they drop it. Yeah. I just upped it to 16 because I'm planning on adding another Botania flower down here one day. Today is not that day, but I'm going to be adding another Botania flower down here. So I wanted to fill these up real good. And I didn't want to ruin any other farms.
I'm sure you'll get questioned on these like funny looking red and white blocks. And these are actually a remote redstone. So it's wireless redstone. It's hooked up to a switch. So you'll see if you look around here, there's ones everywhere. And that's what turns on and off these farms. And these ones are set up in an OR gate so that if either the Enderman farm or the cow farm is turned on, it'll start popping food down to the flowers.
Right, because if the Enderman farm's on, we need to make sure this here flower is being powered. If it's not being powered, those Endermen are just going to get everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's a thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the Wither farm, which actually is going to trigger one more battle at just the way it works out. So it's going to still do... going to do the thing, but only one more time, which is fine. Now we're going to come around here, and this switch right here leads to a farm on the other side of this wall, technically 17 blocks beyond this wall.
Right.
And it's because it's a shulker farm. And in modded, apparently diamonds come from shulkers when you kill them. So that's a thing. Oh man, that wither's being really loud. So yeah, we have diamonds for days, and we're just going to keep that thing on, keep that running, and that'll be the last we hear of the wither.
That's using that same Botanica stuff that you did for the withers, so it just automatically kills them all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I set up my Botanica stuff over there, and you piped in meat over there, didn't you?
I set up a chicken farm over there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So that way we could get feathers over here, and then that just pumps chicken into there.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
He needs feathers because you need written books in order to make your enchanted books using your enchanter.
Yeah.
From Mechanic as well. There's so much stuff going on. So also this one's been running for days and days and days, and this is just a basic witch farm. So no, there it goes. There they go.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing with those guys is I was standing here watching them one day. I think it was a couple days ago. I think 2 or 3 days ago. I was just standing there watching them, and one looked at me, said, threw a potion at the window, and then died.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I was like, what? A for effort.
Yeah. Hey, he's trying, or she's trying.
All right, let's fire up the pigman farm. Boom. And I think we have a killer in there too. Yep, there they go.
Yep,
so this is our basic gold farm. Now we try to keep these off. We have a lot of these farms, and we try to keep them off, especially the laggier ones. Pigmen generally have a bigger AI system, so pigmen are generally very laggy. So we keep that one off, especially since we've got all the gold, don't we?
Yeah. So that one's been off for a while because that's got 3 spawners on it.
Yeah.
Because we were hurting for gold in the beginning, but
now we're not. We're fine.
Yeah.
This is the newest one of the batch, isn't it? Your slime farm, right?
Yep.
That's just happened last night, I believe. And so we found out we could just catch a slime and make a slime farm out of this. So, and apparently they die nice and easily to magma cubes.
Yep.
Or magma blocks. Magma blocks. Yeah. I can words. I promise. And then we got a basic blaze spawner, which was probably one of the more complicated builds.
Yeah. This one, it's kind of based on Snow Crash's blaze farm with the timing in the back and the crushing.
Sure.
But instead of having to push them all with pistons, we just use these conveyor belt things, and it pushes them right to the center, and then it crushes them, and then they're all one-hit kills.
Nice.
So nothing's automated here yet, but...
Yeah, no automation going on here. It's just all manual. So if you need blaze rods, you have to come over here and smack them a bit. Yeah. And then we have a guardian and squid farm in here, right?
Yep.
Pretty
one
basic.
Of the enchants requires prismarine blocks, so we can do the prismarine blocks with the guardian, and then for the books we need the book and quill, so we've got ink sacks for that, plus dye. And I have to say, all these heads that you see in here, like that indicate the farms, Jam made those using Botanica.
Yep, but Botania.
Botania. Yeah.
Botanica, I love it. Botania has, I forget what it is, but yeah, you can make it so that if you name this thing the player head that you want, then when you kill it or something, I forget the whole process, but you can get player heads out of it, And in this case, the player heads, he looked up, he found different, you know how Minecraft is. You got players that have all these different heads. So it works out real well. All right, so now we're back over here, and this is kind of the console area, if you will. Like, you do all your things here. So you have your crafting grid, which I have the same thing. But if you notice, there's these special things right here that say craft under them. This is something me and Sketch just learned about. Sergey from the server knows about them pretty well. And so he helped Sketch figure this out. Now, Sketch is going to explain it because I don't know it very well.
Yeah, basically what it is like in the back of the server room, I can make recipes that will allow us to automatically craft things. So if you're looking for something in here, we'll do something simple. We'll do the dark steel. Oh, there's dark steel in there. Let's try, well, we can do a 64K storage disk. So if you click on that, it's saying, well, there's none in here. You click on that. The crafting thing comes up saying, how many do you want to make? I'll just put one. It'll give you a crafting preview, which is all the materials it needs. You hit start, and then the little monitor below it will actually show the monitor of it actually crafting the bits up. So it automatically crafts everything you need for anything we put a recipe in for.
Now, if you guys notice, there's two. That's because me and Sketch both did that for tutorial's sake. So now we have two going, which is fine. He is now going to have two more 64K storage disks.
Yeah.
But this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So it's going to slowly make all the bits that it needs to work its way all the way up. And if we have enough materials, it will do the job.
Yep.
Which is pretty intense.
If we don't have the materials, it'll tell you before you hit start crafting.
Oh, really?
Yep. It'll say, I need these materials to finish this.
So it does all the math for you.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
And like some of these require glass. Some of these require glass. So I've got a system in the back that will auto smelt like sand to get glass. Like if you do too much, it'll hang up. But for the most part, it just goes.
That's awesome. I love that. I need that in my life. I do.
Oh yeah,
that needs to exist. Maybe I'll just let you keep doing this and just come over here to have this in my life. All right, so we have one more section here to talk about. And Sketch has been putting a lot of work into this area. This here is the server room, right, Sketch?
Yep, this is our server room.
My favorite part so far, I mean, it's the simplest, but I love how you have a readout of the power in each of your things. So you have the teleporter, resource miner, and the ore miner. The ore miner seems to be struggling a little bit there.
Yeah, it's the tier 4, and it doesn't suck, or it likes to suck a lot more juice than the other stuff. So
it's almost like we need 2 tier 4s on that thing.
Yeah, almost. We could do it.
We definitely could. We have the Nether stars, that's for sure. We have our teleporter right here. I think one's the receiver and one's the sender. How's it read? I got to put my helmet on so I can actually see this stuff. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't actually put this in here, but I hooked it up with the power. So
gotcha. Transmitter and receiver. Yeah, I need some of these for my base as well. We need them everywhere so that we can just get around. And I need to learn how to use them. There's that too.
They're actually really simple. If you just right click on the middle one,
middle block.
Yep, you click on sketch for the first one, then you shift click wherever you want to go, and then hit dial. I usually hit dial once, so it doesn't get that. It gets this big green beam all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then
we should put those everywhere.
Yeah, I need to get these. I have enough power in my base. I mean, that's not even a thing. So yeah, we need something. Actually, Guy has a really cool portal. It looks like an actual portal, but it's pink.
Yeah.
And it just goes overworld to his base. I kind of want that one because it looks cool. But I don't know.
This one kind of looks nice in the doorway here. But yeah, that one definitely looks neater.
Yeah, it definitely has a nicer look to it. I'm gonna grab some food here. I'm running a little low. I don't want people yelling at my camera screen, including Sir Guy. Thank you, Guy, for showing up right at that moment.
Well, you should have some of the most important part of the server room and come over and get some coffee here.
Ooh. We have a new person who has coffee in this room here. So. Oh
yeah, absolutely. You gotta have a server.
I need a cup though.
Oh, we can autocraft you a cup. Let's get one of those.
Let's get a cup. Here we'll look at. Whoop! I just hit a random button there. We'll watch at the crafting monitor. Probably
Oh,
only
it
took a second.
actually something happened. It's not showing up now, but we can still make one.
It's pretty easy to make.
Yeah, yeah. Super easy.
Coffee's yummy.
Well, there we go. And we'll get you a cup, and there you go, my man.
There we go. Got a cup. Bringing it over to the coffee machine. And boop. Hit OK. We're just going to have a very plain coffee, but that's okay. It's still coffee. No sugar, pure black. We at work, we call that jet fuel.
Yes. That's how I drink mine.
Really? Pure black?
You're black all the time.
Oh, wow. I have to have a little sugar in mine. It's important for me.
Well, the fridge does have sugar and milk in there if you want some.
Oh, does it? Oh, look at that. You got it all stocked up, don't you?
Yeah,
Got some
look at
sugar and cream in there.
It's the most important part of the server room.
Yeah, you have to have your coffee breaks. Otherwise, you can't maintain these servers. I love how you use the illuminating orbs to make it look like these vents are actually blowing out cold air.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That was
brilliant.
another one of the Rips. Like Rip hit it, and I'm like, hey, that looks like air. So Rip gave me the wand, and that's how they're keeping the room cool for us.
That's awesome. All right, drink it up.
There we go.
Coffee.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
what else you got here?
We got our storage drives, which aren't all full yet, but most of them are. I think we've got 5 of them full now. With
Wow,
discs.
you got
Yeah.
tons of discs.
Yeah.
So how much space is that? Oh, okay. It doesn't tell you total. But
No, just the one drive, the one RAID drive.
so it's 512,000 for all of these. So that's a lot. That's a lot. You've got all the storage. So what do we got going on back here?
This is the super crafting recipe area thing. I guess.
Coffee.
And then more coffee, yep, because you got to make sure it's readily accessible everywhere. But yeah, Guy showed me these crafters, and so you put patterns in all these crafters, and then that's how we automate things. So that, like the whole tier 4 solar panel can be completely auto crafted just from these recipes.
That's awesome. Now I'm hearing some stuff in my ears. What's going on? It actually sounds like a server room. It's really weird.
I'm not sure. I don't hear it.
I heard something weird. Oh well.
It might be. Oh, maybe somebody may be crafting something and it's running the machines.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, the machines are all hooked up to it too. So if it's got to smelt stuff or do like crushing, it'll crush all the stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. These things are pretty cool.
All right, and then we also have in here, which is just like a massive auto farm.
Yeah. It's just each one of the little plants that I found I put down here, and so we can store those if anybody wants them.
That
'cause
ender pearl plant.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one to work. If you right click on it, it does, but I can't get the thing
The
to
auto crafter won't do it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
but it's all right. We got plenty of ender pearls, but I had one, so I figured.
Yeah, go for it, right?
Whisper likes to cook stuff, so if she ever needs food, these will just kind of hit it all day.
Yeah. No, that works. So what
Then
do you
we've
got going on back here?
Yeah, that's our egg laying chicken and our cow to make sure we always have milk.
So that auto does milk?
Yep. Yeah, you have to put the buckets up front, empty buckets, and I'll come back here and just get all the milk and put it back into the system.
That's amazing.
That way we always have milk.
How you doing, cow? Do you feel well taken care of? Or are you feeling exploited?
At least we can watch him. He's not like super encaged and like cobble or something.
That's fair, I guess. It gives him the illusion of space. And the little chicken's just sitting there like, save me. How do I even breathe in here? I don't know.
I feed him.
But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this base tour, and as much as I have. And if you really liked it, go hit that like button. And I'd really love it if you were to subscribe. But this has been FamilyCraft. Have a pleasure-free day. I mean, toodles.